Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. You can immediately figure out when someone really has a problem with you. When, let's say, he says, which way are you going to take? Left or right? And you say, well, I'm about to take left. And then when you're about to take left, you say, that's a wrong move. And then you say, oh, I changed my mind. I want to take right. No, that's a wrong move. So either way, you're gonna be in a wrong. So if you take if you take it on the left, you did something wrong because you didn't take it on the right, and vice versa. This is what happens right now with these guys who are never satisfied. For instance, if Putin would have showed up, let me just give you an example, at a BRICS summit in South Africa, he wouldn't have been arrested. Forget about that BS, okay? If he would have shown up over there, they would have said, oh my God, look at him. He ignores the Hague ICC warrant, arrest warrant, and blah, blah. Now, he didn't show up. Instead of saying, well, maybe no, he was a weasel. He was afraid. Which way? I mean, what exactly you want him to do? Go at the Hague and say, arrest me? Now, here we have a situation where Prigozhin, as you know, his plane spiraled down, exploded, he's gone. Now he was buried. It was a funeral in St. Petersburg. Putin did not show up. Now, if he would have shown up, how do you think that would have been interpreted as? Oh my God, a terrorist, a criminal, the other guy shows up. He didn't show up. Oh, he was such a, not a nice guy. Now, look at these guys, how they view this situation here. Let me show you. Here. This is according to Daily Beast. The Kremlin was reportedly behind brash Prigozhin's quiet funeral. So what exactly did you expect? To be a fanfare, the national day of mourning? I mean, if they would have done that one, they would say exactly that. Oh my God, they're celebrating a criminal, a mercenary, bad. Oh my God. Now, neither way is acceptable for these idiots. But hey, let's see. The Kremlin was reportedly behind brash Prigozhin's quiet funeral. So this is his burial ground right here. The Kremlin worked with Russian security services to keep mercenary chief Yevgeny Prigozhin's funeral secret, according to a new report. Now, how do you think these guys would have... it seems like these guys are rooting for Prigozhin now. It's just unbelievable. It's either way you go, they're going to have a problem with you. The Wagner boss, he's not a mercenary anymore, was laid to rest in a St. Petersburg cemetery Tuesday after what was, by all accounts, an understated and lackluster ceremony with just 20 to 30 people present and no military honors. Why would be military honors? Was he in the Russian military? Was he part of the military? What, the army? Why? Idiots. Two unmanned Russian officials who spoke on the Moscow Times said that the mute nature of the funeral was deliberate, and I'm quoting, the aim was to ensure that when the coffin with Prigozhin's body was lowered in the grave, there were no mass gatherings of citizens, mercenaries and sympathizers around, as well as no broadcasts and photos on the social media from the entrance to the cemetery, end quote. One of the officials was quoted as saying, do you think, between you and I, do you think that they could have kept people from going over there? What, with guns? Well, according to these guys, yes, probably that's how Russia is today, like in Stalin's time. I don't think so. And even, do you think these guys guarded the grave so they cannot show up after these guys leave? I'm going to tell you a personal story, a sad one. One of my grandfathers was a kind of important person some time ago. And he died during the communist times. In the communist times, he was a kind of important person. The communists came to the family, to my grandmother, and told her, we can have a great funeral, because he, or we can just ignore it. But you do not have the ceremony with priests. And you're not going to place a cross at his head. So which one you wanna have it? You wanna have it with your priests and your or you wanna have a big And she said, well, have it your way. So they did all the ceremony, all the funeral, all the city, the town, everybody knew about everybody. Whatever. So after he died, after all this ended, the communists, the guys in charge, left. People remained over there. The priests went over there. They did what they were supposed to do, and they left. So you see, the communists said that they organized the whole thing, but then after the guys in charge left, or they did their little part of the deal, they didn't stay over there waiting, guarding my grandfather's grave to see if these guys are gonna still stay there or there will be priests coming. The priests came over there, not illegal, and he did what he did. So that's it. And the newspapers wrote about this, like the communists, and pictures of the this and that. Okay, so the same here. Do you think these guys were able to do that? But that was some time ago. All right, so we're many years back, tens of years. So when it was the bad time in Romania, there were some good times in the communist Romania. I can't deny that, but hey, why don't I do it like this? Ram pam pam. So my friends, neither way would have been acceptable to these guys. Big funeral, not good, celebrating a criminal. Small funeral, it's your fault. Either way, not good. Well, how can you play with these guys in your own team? Because the first second these guys have an interest that runs against your interest, they will do the same thing to you. So, no thank you. And I'm not talking about the Daily Beast, because in Daily Beast there are some people writing over there. And those people are not Chinese or Russians, are Americans. Certain kind of people, okay? So however you turn it, these guys and others, they will turn against whomever they will have to turn against. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.